Hey, it's time at Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video, making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Friday Fun Day. I think I'm going to I feel like all my fun off the, little obscure videos seem to come up on Friday. So, we have Food Finds Friday. We're going to have Friday Fun Day. So this is a Friday Fun Day. It's another TikTok. Will it work? Will we like it? Video. Now, I talked about this in my Facebook group. So it is the Bonza pasta. If you cook this, air fry it, and season it with barbecue seasoning, it's supposed to taste like a Frito. We'll be the judge of that. So I'm going to cook a cup of this. I don't want to cook the whole box because if it's really good, I'll eat it. Just because it's chickpeas doesn't make it, you can overeat chickpeas because 2 ounces dry is 190 calories. So yeah, I'm only going to make a cup of this. And if it's good, I can make it again for a quick snack because it's cooked, boiled till al dente, air fry it, or season it, air fry it. We'll see. And also, we're going back to the cottage cheese. We're going back. We're making cottage cheese chips. We're going to put a little dollop on some parchment paper and air fry them. They're supposed to be like crackers. Again, I'm skeptical. But you know what? Nothing ventured, nothing lost, right? So let's try these things. And I do the work for you. So if it stinks, you'll be like, thank you, Denise, for not making me buy the stinking Bonza pasta and making more cottage cheese things. Now, like I say, some people like things. Everybody's taste is different. Some people actually like the cottage wrap. It didn't impress me enough to make it again, but a lot of people did. So I say, hey, if you like something, then make it. Do you, boo? And that's how life works. Because guess what? We all have different taste buds. True that. So let's get in the kitchen. I'm going to drain the pasta and we're going to get air frying. I'm a little bit scared and a little bit excited at the same time. Boil your pasta till it's al dente. So you don't want it mushy. To the bite. All right, we have our air fryer preheating to 300 or 350, something like that. So I drained my pasta and I'm going to spray it with a little avocado oil or olive oil spray. Just like this. I did spray my parchment lined paper. So I'm also right now going to shake. This is you could probably put any seasoning you want, but I'm going to use, they recommend a barbecue. So I have the Trader Joe's Barbecue 101. So I'm just going to sprinkle liberally. I'm going to transfer it onto my parchment paper. Alrighty, I'm going to throw it in my air fryer. I'm going to toss it every so often because you want it to get crunchy all around. So I believe the whole process takes 10 minutes, but I'll let you know because again, I've not done this before, so we'll see. Every air fryer is different. Every person is different, so we'll see. But that's what we're going to do. Alrighty, now the time was off and the temperature. He needed to be like around 400 in the air fryer and it's about a half an hour, 30, 35 minutes. You have to keep checking and tossing. So yeah, this one's ready. They're done. I'm going to let them cool a little bit and we'll put them in a bowl and we're going to taste them. I am so thinking this is not working because I don't know. I'm just very skeptical, but we're going to let them go and then we'll come back and we'll have a taste test. All right, let's taste. They're in my bowl. Now, I only made a serving, which was 1 cup, 56 grams. I weighed it. Comes to 190 calories, 3 grams of fat, no fats, no cholesterol, 20 milligrams of sodium, 35 carbohydrates. My low-carb people will not be making these. 5 grams of fiber, 1 gram of total sugar, and 11 grams of protein. That's where they, and 4 points. That's where they win, is the protein, because you're not getting any protein in Fritos. That's for sure. So now I will say they took longer, so you got to definitely sit and babysit it. And you could spice them up any way you want. It's up to you. It's interesting. I don't hate it. Frito, slightly in an obscure way. I mean, if you were home and had nothing else to do, it'd be fun to do. But to go out of my way to make these, I don't know if I'd do it. It took 35 minutes after it was boiled. But it's interesting. Crunchy as all heck. I like it. I'm glad I only made this, because sometimes salty things like this, you tend to overeat. It's interesting. I want to see what the other boys have to say. Frito is a stretch, but it's decent. It's fun. If you're stuck in the house, it'd be fun to make. But if you're a person that overeats, or, you know, just make a serving, because anything's crunchy and salty, I'm just going to pick at whether I love it or not. But these are pretty good. I think it'd be fun to do in different flavors. It works. It does. But Frito, that's a stretch. It's a nice little, like, crunchy curl. And that's what I use, the Banza Rotini. So, okay, my lovelies. I have thrown the gauntlet down. Let me know if you decide to make these. It takes some dedication. It takes about an hour of your time. Well, hour, because I'm considering the boiling of it. You don't cook it till it's soft. You cook it, it'll say 6 to 8 minutes. You do 6. That's what I did. And they're just al dente. Drain them. Now, some people season after. I season before. Again, whatever floats your boat. A little avocado, or I used my olive oil spray. I thought it was avocado, but it's olive oil. So I use my seasoning. Again, you do you, and tag me if you make these in the group. So I don't know, it's different, and it's fun, and I think it'd be fun to do if you're stuck in the house and you're bored, you want to make something fun to occupy your time. And it's a high protein snack, not low carb though. Yeah, I didn't realize they were that high in carbs. Didn't even look, but you know, have half the serving if you can. So onward to the cottage crisps. I think they're called that, or cottage chips, something like that. All right. TikTok recipe number 2 is the cottage cheese crackers or crisps. Now I'm going to measure a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese. I don't want to make a lot. I just want to make some. So I think you drop them by, you can do teaspoons or half teaspoons. So I need to know how many I'm making. So we'll just do a 1/4 cup for this. Is 1 point on Weight Watchers. And 45 calories. I'll put that here. It's 1 ingredient and seasoning. So let's grab, that's a half a teaspoon. I know it spreads, but I feel like, where's a teaspoon, I think. I can find my teaspoon. There we go. We're just going to dollop them. Oh, I'm going to spray the parchment. I don't know if you have to. I say, nothing really sticks to parchment anyway, but you know, I just want to be safe. Just going to put dollops on here. You don't have to be exact, because we plan to eat all of them, so. But you want them to cook correctly. This would be great, like, to make for a lunch. Have it with your salad or stuff like that. Just a little bit on that one. A little bit more on this one. More on that one. So I got 9 crackers. Or crisps, or whatever you want to call them. And you want to press them, because they're going to spread, because it is cheese. Just going to spread them a little bit. You can season them. I'm going to do a little everything bagel. Now these are going to bake for about 30 to 35 minutes, but I don't know because these are really small. I'm going to keep my eye on them and I will let you know. Like those Frito things took longer than I had anticipated. Okay. Maybe I'll do a little bit of my favorite, the blend. Now, if you're using fat-free cottage cheese, you're going to have a lot of salt content, so you got to watch what you season yours with. But I'm using 1%, so the sodium is very minimal. I'm going to put these in my oven, and we're going to come back, and I'll let you know. TikTok. God, who invented TikTok? But the recipes are kind of fun. While we're waiting for our cottage cheese crisp crackers to get done, I was gifted some Kirby's from somebody at church. So I decided to do I do refrigerated pickles. I just do a quick little brine, put it in the refrigerator, and it lasts for about a month. I mean, they're really good. In my jar, I have a few Kirby's that I cut in half, and I put about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic cut in half, a heaping teaspoon of dill, and a little bit of hot red pepper flake. Now, I'll link the recipe that I follow because I always go to this one every time. And in a pot, I have white vinegar, water, pickling spice, a little bit of salt, and a little tablespoon of sugar. And you let it simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes, which it just got done. And we're going to put it in our jar. That's how easy this is. Okay, we have our jar. Now, according to this recipe, she says this is better than doing pickles in a can. I just like doing a quick pickle and keep them in the fridge. You know, I'm not that dedicated to putting things up. That's, you know, we'll ladle it in right over top. And it says to attach the lid and let it come to room temp and then put it in the fridge. You should have an inch over your pickles. There we go. I got a little bit left. I'm going to do a second jar, so I'm going to add a little bit more. But we're going to grab the lid. So put the lid on. And let these come to room temperature. Then we'll put them in the fridge. And we have pickles. I make these all the time. And they're simple, they're delicious, and everybody loves them. So you saw how it literally, it should be called 5-minute pickles because it takes me longer to peel the garlic than it actually does to make anything else. So that's with a little bonus in for y'all, because I've made pickles on this channel before. I remember to link the original one that I made, which is pretty much similar. I think it might be the same recipe. I will link it. So let's check on our crisps. They have a few more minutes. All right, they cooked for a half an hour. I did turn the pan midway through. I'll let these cool before we remove them because you want them to get crispy. I will take them off the pan, but I will put them on a rack, but leave them on the parchment. Okay, when I flipped them over, they were a little bit soft, so I put them back in for a few minutes. I don't think they're bad. We're going to give them a try because I wanted them to be really crispy, and now they are. But again, when you decide to make these, just keep your eye on them and you decide how you want them. But I'm going to give them a taste and we'll see if they're worth the effort. So like I said, if you keep your eye on them, you don't have to make them this dark. Did I leave them in a little bit too long? Maybe. I'm just trying to open some pepperoni. Because that's what I'm thinking, pepperoni and cheese. Pepperoni. So like I said, you get 9 crackers for 1 point. Crisps, or they'd be good in a salad, you know, or on a cheese board, on a snack tray, you know. So there we go. Let's see if they crunch. I like these. I do. I'm interested. I will tell you, these were easy. I just dolloped and baked. So I definitely think I'd make these again. It'd be a fun little, you know, charcuterie board. Let's see. I think they're fun. These are easy. So yes, maybe I would cottage these. So I think they're fun. Something different, high in protein, because that amount of cottage cheese, let's see, because the serving is half a cup. And half a cup is, if I could only see, I'd be dangerous. 13, so it'd be about 7 grams of protein for those little crisps. So not a bad deal. So definitely something to try, very easy. It's just cottage cheese and seasoning. But keep your eye on it. And I did flip them. I do recommend flipping them. I think it helped because, like I said, like this part was crispy and then right over here from the other side was not. So I wanted to be crispy. So win-win. TikTok wins on this one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know with a big old thumbs up. I will link the pickle recipe if you're interested that I always follow. It's a quick pickle. You just keep them in the fridge. I want to keep these jars out until they're cool. They'll go in the fridge. They'll last about 4 weeks, I believe that's what she said. I've been making these all type. I like refrigerator pickles. I like quick, easy. It's done. And the TikTok pasta, it's just cooking the pasta, putting your seasoning on and air frying it. And that depends, the length depends on the temperature of your air fryer, you know, how long. If you go on, you know, you can go on Instagram and find it. You can go on TikTok. But like I said, it's easily about 35 minutes for that. Keep going in there every few minutes and shaking it to make sure that all sides are getting crispy. These took about, I think it was 30 minutes, 35. I did 20 and then another, I think 5 or 6, and then another few when I flipped it. So very easy to do. If you hit that subscribe button, join us here at Dish with D when we're doing Fun Fridays. But we don't know what's coming up. Sometimes it's Food Finds Friday. Sometimes it's Fun Friday. So it's Fun Friday today. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I will dish with you another day. Bye-bye, my lovelies.